Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. We're at Sandstone Falls, West Virginia. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Alright guys, today's beer comes from White Birch. This is their Crown of Gold, and guys, right off the bat, I picked these three up at Wine Gourmet. I had not seen any White Birch anywhere else, but these beers are way past their prime. These were bottled in June, and this is a low ABV. It's 4.2, so this should have been drank many months ago. So I'm not going to be too awful hard on it. I hope it don't kill me. So, with that being said, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time because I got three of them. Not the same ones, but I picked up three White Birch beers, and they are all done in June. So all three of them are going to be coming up one after the other here to get them out of the fridge. I'm gonna cleanse the fridges of these old beers, and I'm not going to be buying anything that's this old anymore. So the rest of that 2013 is going to bring some more fresher beers, and if your beer don't have a date on it or it's got a code I can't decipher, it's going to sit on the freaking shelf, dudes. That's all I can tell you. On with this show. White Birch Brewing out of New Hampshire. This is a rye beer, 4.20 ABV, summer availability, and we're in the dead of winter here, so this is not the beer's fault, but I mean, I blame a little bit on the people that's selling the stuff. They can read as good as I can, and of course I didn't have to buy the beer, but I have not had anything from them, and I hate to judge their brewing ability on old beer. So that's why I'm saying I'm not going to be too hard on them, because I just wanted to try it, and it's probably got junk in the bottom of it and all kind of stuff in the, especially in this low ABV beer. So the truth is probably more my fault. I probably should have let all three of these sit right on the shelf and waited till something fresher come along, and that's what I'm going to do starting in 2013. We're not going to be buying any of this old crap, guys. It's got a June date on it. It'll sit there till next June as far as I'm concerned, because I'm not going to buy it. And people will say, have you seen this beer? I say, yeah, I've seen it sitting on the shelf, and it was 6 months old when I looked at it. So I'm not going to be buying these beers from here on out. It says, we at White Birch hold the beer above all else. The reason we set out to create a perfect beer for summer. Clean, dry, elegant ale featuring robust English malt, spicy toasted rye, and a heroic American ale yeast, and a whole lot of Cascade hops. They named Crown of Gold. See how it shines. Food pairing cuisine is German. Cheese is a peppery, Monterey, pepper jack, and the meat is pork. Glassware is pint, Becker's, tumbler, Stains, which is the slender cylinder glass. I'm just going to chuck it in the pint glass. Like I said, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this one, guys, since it's such an old beer. Be sharing these with the other half just to get them out of the fridge tonight, or today, or whenever you're watching the video. Alright guys, it pours a very reddish color over into the light. A lot of bubbles streaming up. It is very red. I can see light through the glass there, so don't believe it's bottle conditioned. Let's get a nose on it. A lot of bubbles streaming on it. This is a rye beer. I can already say, I can smell the rye, but it has a very sweet smell. I'm sure any hop presence has diminished extremely since it was put in the bottle. All them Cascade hops have faded right on out, guys. It's more sweet, caramel toffee smell than it has. I'm not detecting hardly any hop smell at all. Well, let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. Definitely a rye beer. Got the rye taste going on there. It's fairly chilled. It's 40 degrees out of the fridge, and it doesn't taste that bad right now, but definitely heavy on the rye. I mean, it's set in a bottle, and it's 4.2, so, and it's unpasteurized on top of that, so Not too bad though. I mean, I wouldn't turn it down, but to me, knowing in the back of my mind how old the beer is, it does have a stale or an old taste to me. And when we pour the other half out of the bottle, we'll see how many floaties and chunks is in there, guys. But definitely a heavy on the rye. Being in the bottle of 6 months, it is definitely heavy on the rye. It's very sweet, caramelly, toffee. Not giving any hints of the alcohol. It may change a little bit. I'm not 4.2. I'm not going to get any hints of the alcohol, more likely. We'll see where it ends up. I'm on the fence right now, guys. Stick around. Let's see where it ends up. Alright, guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. This beer is okay. Nothing to write home about. Nothing special to me. Like I said, I wasn't going to grade it too hard because it was released in June. But what I'm tasting and what I've read since I started this review, it doesn't come with high marks. And I'm not giving it high marks here tonight either. And I'm hoping I'm not grading it too harshly because it's an older beer. Well, chug. I was expecting something a little more than that since it was $6.50 a retail price on this beer, so it wasn't that. I mean, I've had $3 beers that were better than this, so I hate to say it. White Birch. There's 2 more White Birch in the fridge, and they're going to be coming up pretty quick, guys. Maybe even tomorrow, and get them out of the fridge. Wanted to try them and taste them. They're not worth the price I had to pay for them. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to give it a 5, which is a B-. It does have a date on it. If it hadn't had a date, I probably wouldn't have bought it, and probably would have got to 4, but it did have a date on it, and it was my option to buy it, and I did, but it wasn't worth what I paid for it. So with that being said, Great Beer has 49 overall and 37 in the style on this one, guys, and Beer Advocate comes up with NA, which I don't guess enough people have given it some ratings for them to make an honest rating on that beer. So first time I've had one of their beers. Like I said, there's 2 more in the fridge, and I'm afraid they're going to be close to the same, but I'm hoping they're not. They're more alcohol, more ABV, so they may have cellared just a little bit better. This one did have a lot of cloudiness in the bottom of the bottle when we poured the other half of the glass in there. So yeah, you shouldn't sell all these beers. A lot of them, the hops will coagulate and do all kind of crazy stuff, and you get all that junk in the trunk and all that stuff in the bottom of the beers when they sit, and they're not supposed to sit. So with that being said, guys, if you've had it, give me some comments back on this and liked it, loved it, whatever the deal is. Just let me know. Let's look in the fridge, and we'll know what's in there tomorrow. See you then.